Welcome everybody, here's your strategy wolf, and welcome back to Pentiment. Welcome back in chapter 3 here with Margareta in the forest. And we are here after the assault on our father, Klaus. And we're trying to find out what's going on. At the same time I was surprised that we're actually not trying to find the attacker. We're mostly busy actually gathering info about Tassing and Kirsau's past, and therefore we got the information also mostly by Mother Illuminata with the letter we wrote, who could know some stuff. For example, the Smokey, the cold maker, helped us already, gave us some information. His friend, totally forgot his name was, I just saw it, gave us more of this theological lecture last time. Apart from this, we have the idea to go to see Martin Bauer, that there might be copies from the Martin Bauer, who is not Martin Bauer as we know from Andreas, but Margareta shouldn't know, about the books. And then I think we should also go check out Black Till's grandfather. I'm not 100% sure who was that. Well, we have a couple of spots to check out. Here's where we just came from the world. Yeah, we just talked to talk to Václav and Smokey. So let's have a quick overview. Apollo is chilling here, okay? Let's say hello at least. What's going on back here, and check out these places. Hello, hi Magdalena. Hello Apollo, what are you doing? Looking for frogs. Phoenix says he saw one the other day and was trying to collect a bunch. Who's Artemis? Oh, his sister, okay. Apollo and Artemis. What do you need the frogs for? Like I'll tell you. You'll snitch. If you don't tell me, maybe I will snitch. Your mother won't be happy to hear what about whatever you're up to. Artemis always says mom doesn't care. Mom yells, but that's about it. Sorry, Magdalene, I can't risk this, or try asking Artemis, okay? Rock Plague 43. New quest, or what's this? Interesting, and there we have her. Chamonix, yeah. Shrine of Satya, and here we have Artemis. Hi Magdalene. Yeah, maybe the girls of the town trust each other more. Hey Artemis, Apollo said you were catching frogs. Oh yeah, what about it? He told me to come ask you why. He wouldn't say anything. He didn't tell you? God, finally, Christ, finally. He's learning to keep his mouth shut. But you'll tell me, right? Oh, fine. Just promise you won't tell. Yeah, of course. Alright. We want to put them in the altar, so at Mass, Father Thomas reaches for the Eucharist. Frogs go everywhere. This is the clock down there, okay. They want like okay, now I get it. During Mass, it's wow. Haha, I can't wait to see Father Thomas' face if you can get away with it. He'll never expect to summon frogs in his sermon on the Egyptian plagues. Be careful, Artemis, that could backfire on you. Don't worry about us, Magdalene. See you later. Okay, nice. I mean, that's kind of funny. I think I don't have a problem. Yeah, Magdalene from the prior, can you tell him? From the prior, we perceived her, how she acted and so forth, from behavior. I would say that she's not too overly Christian or like open to new ideas. The pig out here? I must have brought out of its pen. I wonder who it belongs to. Okay, interesting. Good to know. But maybe we can have somebody later with that one. Nothing here, right? I just wanted to check again since we're already here. Mine shaft, is this new? Did they build up the shaft? If I want to depict the mural as accurately as possible, I have to go down the shaft myself. Oh yeah. The entrance is so steep and no one's used it in years. There must be some way to get down there. Oh yeah, we also wanted to go here, of course. If I rigged a rope to the top beams, it'd be able to get down more easily. Balthas might have some tools. Let's do the first. If I rigged a rope to the top beams, I'd be able to get down more easily. I saw some rope in the workshop at home. I should be able to find everything I need there. I'll have to come back later. Interesting. Okay, good to know. Okay. Good that we came here just for this checkup, I guess. Since... yeah, we're going back to town, I think, anyway, so... like, yeah, here you can really get a also really good view on the burned down Abbey, to be honest. Like in the other views, it wasn't that obvious. But I think I want to go to Martin Bauer and the Tilth, Black Tilth and so forth first, so we can check out these things and then pick up maybe stuff also at home for like the rope. What does Father Thomas say? God bless you, Magdalene. God bless you, Father Thomas. I didn't hear. When did we hear about this one? Maybe in the council? Any luck finding the tabernacle key? Ah, that's no. I remains out of reach. I'm sure it will turn up eventually, Father. Yes, as the Lord sees fit. In the meantime, I shall keep looking. Knock, and the door will be open after all. God bless you, Magdalene. Maybe the Apollo and Artemis probably have it right to put in the frogs. That's might be the background. Yeah. Here we have. Is there? I have their pigs around, right? Here's Martin, who's actually just Jobst, right? Magdalene, how are you keeping? I'm eager to continue work on the mural. I have so much work to do before Christmas. I'm certain I will be the pride of Tassing when you're through. You've always had your mother's talent for art. And how's your dad? You're one of the only people who've asked how I'm doing before asking about my dad. I know how it is to be sole caregiver. Yourself disappears behind the needs of the person you're looking for after. I worry about you, carrying that weight alone. Oh wow, that's nice of her. I remember when my dad fell. We cared for him best we could, but those few months before he passed were a tough time for everyone. But I believe God or the Lord will pull your dad through whatever the doctor says. We need him. God willing, you're right. I'm at his mercy. God willing, amen. Have you thought about what you will do if your dad doesn't come through this? I can't think that far ahead right now. You're right, of course. Focus on the here and now. Be here for your dad. But you're a good girl, Magda. There are any number of families in Tassing who'd be happy to take you. You have someone in mind, don't you? I promise you, I do not. Such a modest girl. Your dad raised you right. I mean, Ötz, of course. He's about as subtle as his father. God rest Otto's soul. Ah, I miss him. I wish I'd got to meet him properly, I mean. He made an impression, that's for certain. Oh, the girls around town knew better than to moon after him, though that didn't stop some of us. He was Eva's from the start. As Ötz appears to be yours, heh. But if nothing ever comes of that, know that you're always welcome in my family, Magda. Kraft's a nice, hard-working boy. He's got a sharp mind. He can provide for a family. Kraft, okay. Interesting. Are you trying to set me up with your son? Can you blame a mother for trying? You're a good, respectable girl, Magda. Any family would be lucky to have you as a daughter. I don't mean to be rude, but I'd prefer deciding my own time. Alright, I'll let it lie. You know, not every marriage may start on solid footing. But if you pray and work and trust in the Lord, you can find it in time. Ooh. Believe me. Ooh. You're not making the prospect sound very enticing. Marriage is our natural state, is in our homes that we're closest to the Lord. The Lord made us from Adam's rib because he meant us to be a part of man. You would be lonely to never know that fullness of purpose. That's no life for someone like you. You're not the first person to tell me so. That is because your elders are wise, Magda. Trust in your love for you and the Lord's purpose. In any case, I should back to the course. Remember what I said. Whatever happens, you're always welcome in my home. Oh, before I forget, I actually had a question about an old book. Martin is supposed to have stolen it from the Baron who was killed years ago. Do you know what happened to it? Oh. I hope this doesn't get me into any trouble, but I still have it hidden in a drawer. Martin left it behind when he ran off. Why did you keep it? What was I supposed to do? The Baron was killed soon after, and there I was, holding his stolen book. I didn't want Martin to get in any more trouble than he was already in. I never read it though. I don't read well. I could take it off your hands. No one would ever know you kept it. I trust you to be true in your word, Magda. I'd like to have nothing more to do with it, to be frank. It reminds me of a difficult times. A stolen book of a dead nobleman in our home. Perhaps it spoiled our milk and turned our eggs all these years. Here you are. Please don't tell anyone I had this. Ah, Historia Tassiae. It's in Latin, which I don't read well. I'll puzzle over it in the evening. Thank you, Brigitta. You've been a big help. Of course, Magda. Be well now. God bless. You too, Brigitta. Until later. Nice. Looks like as if Magda is way more talented in negotiation than Andrea so far. Must Martin anything to say? Morning, Magdalene. How's Klaus? Enduring. Even when his speech is slurred, he keeps a cheerful heart. I don't know what life would be like without him. Klaus is a good man, Magdalene. Tassing is a better place thanks to him. He's one of the few in Tassing who hasn't been on my back on all this time. What do you mean? Don't pretend like you haven't heard. Townsfolk have whispered shit about me for years. So what, I occasionally get into a few brawls? I'm an honest man. I wasn't involved with what happened to Otto Zimmermann. I supported his cause. I've pulled my weight around here. Drilled the soil, salted the meats, provided for Brigitta and Kraft. I've done enough back-breaking work for his family. Can't the man just have a goddamn rest? Brigitta supports you in all this, doesn't she? It's a wife's duty. Take note, Magdalene. We get along, though she often spends more time with Veronica than me. Everybody needs close friends, as I'm fortunate to have an Esther. Yeah, got to have, good to have friends. Right, I've lost enough time. Time for you to go. Oh, poor Martin or Jobst doesn't have friends apparently. I'm not sure. Yeah, we got the book, so all the good work. Still, there's... Who's missing the pig? Anything down here? Hans Bauer, it's just... There's all these new people who... Simon, Hans... I don't know them, right? Hedy, I think I know. We were Jutta and... Okay, let's talk to them. Jutta. Hi, Magdalene. What did you say here, Hedy? Hello, Magdalene. How's tomorrow coming? I hear you browbeat the council into letting you do it yourself. It took some work, but I convinced him to let me paint the Rathaus, yes. Haha, well it goes, see those stubborn bastards can be moved. God may have made man from dust, but I swear he left some of them with rocks for brains too. Did you know York was but a check on my hinges? I've had about enough for their silly projects. That Zimmermann boy seems to have a good head on his shoulders though. Once you're settled down with him, you'll have a good life ahead of you. Why Why is everybody making me... I think she, when she wrote to Esther, I think the idea of going to Prague and or meet a master printer or something like this, city boy, this is more on her head. Like this idea of making career, being an artist, and more independent than here in this town. But Ötzin, he's a nice guy, I guess. It's hard to think of the future right now with what happened to my dad. Oh, sweet girl, I'm sorry. My mouth goes faster than my head sometimes, so my Johan used to say. Your dad's only ever been a fair weather friend to people like me, but he's a family man at heart and I can respect that. I hope he knows how lucky he is to have you looking after him. He regrets it, you know, what happened the night the Abbey burned. I'm sure he does. He could have made a real difference for us, stuck his neck out, but he was scared. We always things could have turned out different, but that's life. Anyway, give my best wishes to your father and take care of yourself. Thanks, Hedy. Until later. Until then. Okay, we can't go inside, okay. Went to the boys. Simon, what's up? Hey, Magdalene. I heard that what happened to your dad. How's he doing? Resting. He suffered a severe blow to the head, I'm worried to say at least. Hans sends his regards. The Bauer household is praying for a swift recovery. Thank you, and thank Hans and Jutta as well. I will. Klaus always had been such a bad rock of cussing. I'd hate for him to die, but it'd be a... Oh, sorry. He's not going to die. I won't allow it. Do you miss your father? Your real father, I mean? Do I miss him? Kind of. I don't remember Joseph all that much. He's become a haze of sorts, a faint echo, a feeling, an occasional emotion. I was so young when he got killed. Mom said I had trouble understanding what that happened for a long time. I understand. My mom, she's like an empty hole in my life. I have nothing of her. Oh yeah, you never ever got to see her, right? Not even a memory, huh? Suppose you have yourself for a comparison. God molded you after her. I can imagine how she could have been like, stubborn and unruly, yeah? If that is what it takes, I don't see people of wealth and power giving the rest of us much headway. Guess not, but we know what happened 18 years ago. I can understand why the town council is careful. I don't know. I'm not smart like you, Magdalene. Anyway, the winter draws closer, so I got a lot of preparations to take care of. I truly hope Klaus recovers soon. God look after you both. Until later, Simon. Nice conversation. Hans? Hello, Magdalene. Hello, Hans. I hope your dad recovers quickly. He's a good man. Thank you, I'll tell him you said that. Good. This town has seen too many terrible things, but we recovered before. Maybe the Lord will return your dad to health too. I pray you're right. Be glad you have this time with him, I say. Wish I'd had so much time with Hedwig. Anyway, did you need something? Kraft hasn't bothered you again, is he? Or gotten into some other troubles? No, he's been fine, mostly. Good. That's boy a thorn in my boot. He's lazy, arrogant, and doesn't care for his family. He brings shame to the Bauer name on one day. I avoid sticking my nose into people's affairs, but Martin, Anyway, didn't mean to complain. Until later, Magdalene. Okay, until then. Interesting, still the bad reputation that's here is for... It's been carried in front of Martin, who's not Martin anymore. This poor Jobst choosing his new life, and then everybody still hates him somehow. Yeah, let's talk to Big York, and also visit the Gärtners maybe. Magdalene, how are things on your doors? Fine, I guess. Maybe Andres should take a look at them. What? This was the blacksmith, right? I would have asked your father, but well, anyway, you wouldn't believe how many people in this town leave their hinges to rust. I didn't realize you had such an interest in hinges. It's not my interest in particular. Paul would like to institute a yearly check on all homes in Tussing. Yeah, we heard this. What do you think of the idea, York? Well, it's not a bad thing, but don't see why I need to make it official. Everyone in Tussing helps each other. As I see it, would sometimes notice a house in disrepair, we all pitch in to fix it. To do anything else would be unchristian. But if Paul wants to see it through, I'm happy to go along with it. Makes me feel useful, you know? Speaking of, I'd better get back to work. Nice to chat with you, Magda. See you later, York. Hello, Magdalene. How's the mural going? I hope my husband hasn't been bothering you about it too much. No, the council has left me to work for the most part. I think Ötz has something to do with that. That boy has his eyes on you, Magda. At least he's using his authority to do some good. Usually that lot just meddle around in the things that are best left alone. Those men are made bad influences in each other, if you ask me. Now they're chattering about a yearly check of the hinges on every board in town. Hinges. Who gives a damn if the hinges on our front door creak? To be fair, if your hinges creak, the door's integrity is at stake. As well, I don't need to check every door in my house every year like it's a feast day. If there's a creaky hinge, I'll hear it. Anyway, I think it's good of you to be working on the mural. I wish Artemis and Apollo would take interest in something like that. They're having good interest in nature right now. Speaking of, have you seen them around anywhere? I asked them to look after the chickens, but they disappeared. No, I haven't seen them recently. This town isn't that big. I don't know where they get that I can't find them. Father Thomas says they're only so much trouble because I named them after Greek gods. He says those names have power, but I still like them. Besides, Apollo and Artemis were good at virtues. If anything, they should be more well-behaved. Artemis was the goddess of nature and Apollo was the god of music. Maybe twins have hidden talents. Are you suggesting I appeal to have the Greek gods like patron saints? Why not? If Father Thomas thinks names are so powerful, maybe this will help. Haha, how inspired. Maybe it will. Maybe that will get them all in line for a while. Anyway, I'd better go find those rascals. Good luck at the mural, Magdalene. Thanks, Veronica. Until later. Who's her? Clara? Clara Gärtner, right? Hello, Magdalene, dear. How are you? How's Klaus? Neither of us doing well. I'm having trouble coping with stress that's been hard to understand recently. Oh God, I will keep praying for you both. The both of you deserve the best. Life's been hard enough for you already. Please let me know if you need any help around the house. I'd be happy to help. Oh, thank you, Clara. That's very kind of you. I've been so busy in the Rathaus, I've let the house go a bit. Not to worry, I'll come by and help. That's so nice of her. Besides, then we can chat, and chatter makes course pass quickly. With all my children up and grown and no husband to care for anymore, I've got to make myself useful somehow. She was Peter's wife, yeah. The Jörg is still in the house though, isn't he? Oh yes, but he's a grown man with children of his own. He and Veronica are capable of caring for their own household. No. Eva is taking care of Ötz, and Ursula and Fabian have their own life together. They don't need me anymore. You sound sad. Oh, well, I suppose I am. I thank God that my children are all grown and prospering. But I do feel there's been something missing in my life. After so many years of tending to them and maintaining a home, I don't know what else to do. I understand. I wouldn't know what to do if I couldn't keep working in a printing press. You are driven one, Magdalene. The Lord has given you a gift. Never let anyone take that from you, even though you are young. You'll make a good life for yourself that way. I won't, I promise. What? I won't? Good, anyway. I'll come by later, alright? I'll see you then, Clara. God bless you, Magdalene. That's really nice of her. What's upstairs? I'm kind of... Why can we shuffle around in their bedroom? Well, okay. Interesting, yeah. Kind of nice how helpful the entire community seems to be. However, still somebody must have assaulted our dad from within in the end, right? So there were not too many foreigners. Let's talk to Anders about the hinge situation. Yeah, I'm gonna do it again systematically, guys. I wanna see not that we're missing out on anything, and now it's like a little bit the moment where we have a bit of time, so yeah. Hello Magdalene, how's Klaus? Casey and I are very worried. Alive, and that's what matters. Did you discover who attacked him? No, whoever it was, they left no sign. A terrible crime. Terrible. May God look after you both. We've had enough tragedy in this town. Fortunately, Dr. Stolz appears to have found his purpose. I shouldn't gossip. If there's anything Resin I can do for you, let us know. I will. Thank you for your kindness, Andres. It's nothing. I owe your father more than I can say. Take care, Magdalene. What is easy to say. Hello, Mr. Druckerin. How's Klaus? Andres and I have been terribly worried. Dad's spirits are high, but he still gets headaches and spells of business. Yeah. If there's anything we can help you with, let us know. Andres is always happy to provide. He and Klaus have been friends for a long time. If you don't mind, you weren't born in Passing, am I right? No, I'm originally from Innsbruck. How did you arrive here? The twists of Providence are sudden and unpredictable. I was but a young girl selling all manner of wares in the market, pots and the like. One day this man appears to the stall and all jitters and nerves, stammering over his words, but charming in a way. He spoke at length. I was intrigued and soon enamored and enamored if all the candle had been lit. Andrew is a man of talent and means, and after all blessed with a kind soul. How did it feel to leave a home for someone somewhere far away, uprooting yourself from the life you had? Frightening, to be sure, leaving Innsbruck, my friends and family behind. But it was exciting as well, going off to find new opportunities and build a new life. There wasn't much I had to look forward to do in Innsbruck, few prospects for a poor girl. I couldn't see myself sitting at the market continuing to sell odds and ends. Sometimes there are risks you just have to take. That's very inspiring, Rizzy. I'm glad you found happiness here. We all struggle in this world, but the moments of joy outweigh the bad. It is how the Lord has set the world, benevolence guiding us through it all. His benevolence. I feel I've been blessed and it's not been all bad for Andrews either. I assist him with the bookkeeping side of the smithy and other things. I hope I've also made the right choices so far. I can't tell you the answer, but I do know what you're doing at the Rathaus is admirable. Don't forget that you're important as well and deserve to live in your life. Alright, I have to assist Andres with a few things. Be well, Magdalene. Until later, Therese. Okay, so much about the Smithers here. Yeah, it's again a good moment for us to end this very episode, since half an hour is over a good time always for episode length. And again, of course, if you're here, and since I recently got the first one of the few comments under Pentiment videos, if you're still here and you enjoy this one, let me know what you think, of course, and your ideas. Which should we call continue this one, and which race we shall take. It could be, by the way, switch the place, so it's saving. Yes, it did. Yeah, and of course, if you're also still here and haven't yet, then it's time for you also to leave me a like and subscription to support the channel a bit, and so you wouldn't miss out any future episodes. Thank you so much for this, thank you for your support, and then most importantly, see you next time in the next episode when we'll continue our story here with Magdalene here in Tassing. Thanks for watching, see you then, bye, your Strategy Wolf.